Hi, my name is Dr. Frank A. Thomas, and I had the opportunity to speak with Pastor Clinton D. McFarland, who is the senior pastor and founder of Grace Baptist Church in Stockbridge, Georgia. Check out this clip from our conversation. To watch the full conversation, click the link at the end of the video or in the description below. It will bless you. It was an amazing interview. So tell me about, I would imagine that you're mentoring young preachers, I would imagine. We haven't talked about this, in our relationship, but tell me about how you see yourself as, you would imitate the Garner Taylors, your father, these great preachers, and you're approaching that. And so looking back down at the next generation, how are you thinking about that?
I think about that a lot. By default, I think I've become, when I started out, I was everybody's son. Got older, I became everybody's brother. Now I'm everybody's uncle. And now some of them are calling me Pops. Now I'm like, you're going too far. But anyway, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, a lot of young preachers have mimicked my style as I did Jasper and Donald and those guys. And they reach out to me on Facebook. If they have my number, they'll call because they want me to mentor them. And I think it has been thrust upon me so much has been poured into me. I've had a lot of people that have helped me to get where I am. And I just think it's incumbent upon me to give back. So the first thing I'm trying to do is to be a good example, decent example, not just in my preaching, but, even in my life or what I let them see of me. Because God knows I have not yet apprehended, and Romans 3:23 is still there, that I've sinned and come short of the glory of God. A couple of things I try to do, even in my preaching, is, and I think a good description of integrity is, you don't lower the standard because of my inability to reach it. Right. So I try to keep my preaching here, even though I'm here. And I try to teach them that I don't think any of us have risen to the level of our preaching. Secondly, I try to give them the origin of Clinton McFarland, in that a lot of people don't know, for the first 7 years of my pastoring, I was bivocational. And it wasn't what you would call a professional job. I had to go to Meridian Coca-Cola Bottling Company every day and work 9 hours a day, rush home, take a shower sometime, and my wife would have me something to eat, get in the car, and rush to do a revival that's 2 hours away. Because I was doing everybody's revival, driving back and forth, get home late, get up, go to work. Because my first church I was pastoring, my salary was $150 a week. And so I had to take care of my family. So I try to give them that side, because a lot of guys start now and they've never had a secular job. And I think the blessing for me is that I do understand what the people go through, because I have. Then I try to teach guys that preaching is more than about a hoop and a suit. You have not arrived because you have a hoop and a nice suit. Integrity matters. A good work ethic matters. And I want to do more to mentor young preachers, because there are some good young preachers out there. And one of the main things, and I don't want to take up too much time, but one of the main things I try to teach the young preachers is this: do good with your money. You're not going to preach forever. That's right. Learn how to invest. You don't have to buy every car, you know. I'm very frugal, you know, with my money. When I retire, I could actually do it now if I you know, wanted to, because as God has blessed me, and He has, you know, be good to your wife, you know. So those are just a few of the things.